This is a quick video on the Mets Game 3 spring training. They're 2-1. They won against the Blue Jays 4-3. Key players that I was focusing is our starter, Clay Holmes, how he did. He allowed 2 runs right away. But besides that, I believe he pitched 3.1 or 3.2 innings. I just hope he pitches good. And out of those innings that he pitched, he allowed 2 runs. Not only that, I'm looking at these players because I see this as the backup team. I saw what they were doing basically, like Christian Pache, he hit a home run. That's good. Melendez was doing good. Pache bench, 0 for 2. Not that good. And what I like about this is that they were facing Jose Virrios. Jose Virrios is a good quality pitcher. I know this is his first game. This is spring training, but still, it's a game that I'd rather than face somebody that has good potential as a pitcher than just a player that unknown for me. And around the horn, around MLB, other things that I saw was things that caught my attention is Murakami, I believe it. He did 2 hits. He's with the White Sox. The reason I like watching them and the White Sox is because I don't see big potential on the White Sox, but I see an upgrade on what they did. Them and the Pirates. The Pirates, I believe they lost. The Orioles, I know they lost. They were scoring a lot of runs, 0 for 2 for Alonso, for people that follow Alonso. And the reason I want to mention Alonso on this one is because Darryl Strawberry mentioned him. There was a quote that said that Darryl Strawberry said that he shouldn't have left, basically, or between the lines that he's going to regret leaving. For people that don't know, the record, of course, for home runs used to be Darryl Strawberry, and it was broken by Pete Alonso. But the story with Darryl Strawberry, and we could focus, and I know there's going to be people saying that it's a different scenario. In part, it is. Why? Because some people will say that David Stern, Steve Cohen, they ignored Pete Alonso. They didn't even offer him a contract. But they did offer a 7-year prior. They also, how can I say this? Pete Alonso opted out. That's 2 things. Now, with Darryl Strawberry left. People may say he left because of a bigger contract, bigger money, more money, and so on. And he was the key figure of the Mets. My favorite Mets player, by the way. But we could also say, man, he probably left because he wanted to go back to California because he's from California. He went to the Dodgers. So we could say either way, we could, how can I say this? We could pretend that they were right, or we could pretend that they were wrong, and we could all, if we love that player, we could sugarcoat it for them. But being a Mets fan, that's a priority. I do understand his point of view because I felt like he probably regretted it. He went to the Dodgers, he went to the Yankees, and I don't know who else he went to, but he was still decent. He did have his addiction that probably led to certain things also. Also, when he went to California, he probably got back into it since he knows the area, he knows where to go and so on. Who knows? But that's the main thing that I wanted to talk about in this spring training game. I did not watch the game. I look at the stats, I look at the highlights, and then I come to a conclusion. Okay, this is good. This is bad. I like this. Melendez, he's looking more and more a good acquisition. Maybe because we need a right fielder. Maybe because we need that arm. Maybe because bench might not be ready. Who knows? Maybe because, how can I say this? Nº² might be not ready as well. We're going to need a shortstop. Maybe Pache will go to short, and maybe Brett Beatty will go to third, and we cannot put him in right field. Who knows? I'm just thinking out of my head, just like a lot of people are with the Mets right now, on who's going to play what if Carson Bench doesn't pan out, or if Francisco Lindor also stays healthy, or both combined. But besides that, I just wanted to cover the little strawberry, his comment. He probably made that comment because he regretted leaving. Not only he regretted leaving, but he sees that Pete Alonso could have broke every record. And by him saying that, like I said, he probably thought that he could have broke the record, and he probably saw part of him saw. All right, there's a jeepney here, and I'm gonna wait until he leaves. For people, this is the first time watching this. I'm in the Philippines. Die-hard Mets fan of the Philippines. And right here in front of me, this is a jeepney. It's like a taxi. Not a taxi, like a bus type. Or people are not familiar with the Philippines. These are very common. Now you get to see something from the Philippines while you're a Mets fan just like me. But that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Hope you like my video. Let's go Mets. Die-hard Mets fan here. I'm out. Thank you.